Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Looky who's back.
Well, they can't see me, dude. Come on.
I was talking about me, man, not you.
Oh.
This is about
okay.
me.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
thought that
I'm
was
gonna be
my,
on the
like,
screen,
intro.
just butt naked, just like, what's up? Just
Ladies, look who's back.
just waving my small dong around.
Helicoptering it around.
Oh God, so gross. It would just be so random on the channel. I mean, I'd probably get banned. Do you get banned for posting nude?
Yeah, 100%. But you definitly go out with like a bang, you know?
Yeah, it would be
It would
at
be-
least
you'd
like
be a legend.
10,000 people would get to see it, hopefully. Like, it all depends on the thumbnail. What's up, guys? Welcome back, and gals, to Sandman Talks, where we try and answer your life problems, your life questions, weird, funny, awkward, dorky, whatever it is. We just try and help you out with whatever.
Like the magic 8-ball of YouTube, you know?
I like that. I would, yeah, but way more in depth. And honestly, we're usually wrong 90% of the time. But it's our side. It's me and Mike just talking about our side of certain things. Sometimes we have more people on, Rob, and honestly, that's all we've had so far. But we've only done 3 episodes. This is episode 3, so we're good. Today, before we start, we do have an update from video 2, actually. Jojo, who accidentally killed his father's squirrel. I won't read the whole email. It's on. You guys can watch that back. But
It's
pretty
weird.
It's
just weird.
His dad was going to the military and gave his son his squirrel to take care of. He's been gone for like almost a year, and then Jojo accidentally stepped on the squirrel and killed it, and he didn't know what to do. We gave him our words of advice. So here's the updated email. Actually, Jojo sent me about a week and a half ago.
Squirrel was always alive, I guess. I don't know. It just came back to life.
That would be amazing. He says, I appreciate the help. I'll try and get in contact with my dad ASAP. So nervous, with a big thumbs up. So apparently he decided to go with what we told him to do, which is just tell your dad, man. Just tell your dad you killed this.
I don't know what else you can do in that situation, man. He's gonna
Nothing.
find out a squirrel.
He's not a kid. You can't buy a new squirrel. So
Yeah.
I don't know what. There's nothing. There's nothing else. Jojo, you're doing the right thing. Today is actually, I haven't read this email yet, and I mean, I've read it, but Mike has not heard it yet. And it's called, let me see, let me pull it up here. Getting Over Depression is the title. Feel free to make a name, so wants to be named anonymously.
Craig.
Craig. So Craig. All right, so this is from Craig. And yeah, let me read the email. Here's what we got for today. And actually, I saw so many emails like this, so I hope this helps out a bunch of people and we can talk about it and sort of break it down and give our opinions on it. So Craig says, so John, I've been dealing with depression for about 6 years. Currently, I'm 16. Spending most of my days as, God damn it, dude, 16 years old. Mike, can you believe that?
6 years of depression.
Dealing with depression since 10 years old. And that's not
10 years old.
Like you and I didn't even know that could happen, right? Like
Yeah, no
but it
way.
happens all the dude, it's so messed up. All right, spending most of my days as kind of an outcast figure around school and around the house. During my 7th and 8th grade years, I would get home and immediately leave to go on a 3-hour run, thus avoiding any contact with people. Wow. That's not to say I didn't try to talk people. I had a group of friends that I could go talk to or meet up during school, but never really anywhere else. Now I'm down to one last friend that I met at the end of 8th grade, and she's beyond amazing, but unfortunately, as we've discussed, just isn't equipped to get me the help that I need in order to get a better mental state. I've tried several things, keeping a journal, getting better sleep schedule, exercising, talking to anybody that would listen, seeing the school counselor, even socializing. And unfortunately, seeing a therapist isn't really an option, as getting my parents involved is not a course of action I can handle. So, dude, you write really well for 16. I'm just saying, like, this is very well written.
I mean, he's 16, dude. What is that, like a junior?
Yeah,
High
I guess
school?
so.
He's probably like English 12.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, English
He just
10.
writes better than me. This is a very well written.
Yeah.
I feel for him, man. I'm bummed. So same thing goes for doctors, really. Anybody who requires insurance or a constant flow of income to see their patients. So he's trying to keep that from his parents. My daily life seems to be getting worse as time goes by, and I suppose I'm spending Sending this email is another shot at getting better. I found your videos around the same time of RLCS last year, and they've definitely given me something to look forward to every day. But the biggest thing that you bring constantly is being a positive person, and you know how to spin any situation into a good one. I'd love to hear your opinion or any advice that you have to get the chance. Thank you for the time and everything you provide for the community. I'm touched, dude.
What a good
I'm
email,
touched.
honestly. Yeah.
What is
that's a good
Craig?
email.
Craig, I'm touched, man. Wow. I mean, holy crap. Can we just start by saying fuck depression, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
so
a heavy topic. I want to interject a couple Neatmike jokes here and there, but it's like you can't really do that when it's such a heavy topic.
You totally can, but like I feel like let's loosen it up first. Let's make it, depression is real. So there's a lot of people in the world who are just like, dude, just stop being depressed. Listen, a lot of people don't understand there are chemicals in your body. There are things in your body that you cannot control, okay? It's just like anxiety. Anxiety is real. I always laughed at anxiety as a kid growing up, and like as I got older, then I got anxiety on a plane over to France. I got it. It was called pericarditis. It was inflammation of the heart.
What?
Wait, this is crazy. Yeah, I was going to do voiceover when I was doing like that Far Cry thing. And I literally got pericarditis, which is just inflammation of the heart. It's not too dangerous. It's like you
Bro,
get
is this from like the plane? Like,
yeah,
what?
no,
Now I'm freaking out. What about
no. It was like
pericarditis?
It's like a flu kind of thing, but like you just get it. It's through the air. It's an air. I just got it when I got home.
Looking
And
this shit up right
look it up, pericarditis. And all it was the first time I ever felt a panic attack. I wrote like a poem on the plane saying it was literally called, this is so deep, but so real. It was called If I Die. And I know this is anxiety, but it was like, if I die, because I was having a panic attack. And when you don't know what a panic attack feels like, it's the most intense thing.
Yeah, it feels like a heart attack, bro. But when your heart is inflamed and like you might have been having a heart attack.
I thought I was gonna die. I talked to the flight attendant. I didn't want her to land the plane or anything, but I was just like, listen, something's going on. I can't explain it. If I pass out or anything, I'm normally healthy. Whatever, made it
They
totally
just kick
fine.
you out with
And
a
now
parachute.
once or twice a year, 3 times a year, I get a horrible panic attack, and I know what it feels like. I'm just trying to show that is very real, and that
I think
for a
everybody's
lot of
had
people.
that, dude. Like I've had it before too. I remember the first time was when I like first got into lifting right after high school, and then I was taking like a lot of vitamins, like it's just a ton of vitamins, dude. I was like trying to go nuts, like looking up things, and I remember one day I thought I took too much. So I took it was like vitamin D and vitamin E, and I was like freaking out. I was like, did I take too many vitamins? Like, am I gonna die?
And you start having those thoughts constantly.
Yeah, once the thoughts are in your head, like you're dying. Yeah. So I was like freaking out, getting that, where your heart is like fluttering.
Fluttering, dude. Ah!
In reality, nothing's happening.
Nothing
But like,
at all.
you can't. It's tough to convince yourself.
Do you think that's fair to say that like depression is a lot like that, right?
I would assume so. I don't honestly think I've ever had bad depression. The most depressed I've ever been was like in my last relationship, probably, and it was more like an unhappiness. It was just like an empty feeling about life. Like,
Well,
I was so bored.
It's
and
funny
so,
for
like,
me is like I get like depression once a month, and I call it my man period. And I'm sorry if that's offensive to anyone, but it shouldn't be. It's like my.
How are you offended?
The ladies are like, you don't know what a period's like, John.
You don't even get it.
You don't
There's
get what
blood
you're
in everything.
So I don't get any blood or anything, but I do get like my man period where I just feel like, why am I always happy? Why? What's the point? Like literally, this world's so fucked up, and like this is stupid. What is even the point? And that is a type. I don't have actual depression where I would go to a doctor or someone and see someone and they'd be like, you have depression. That is a thing that you have. I don't think I have that. I just think, you have bad days and you have good days. But
that is life. A lot of people need to understand that too. Like, people are very quick, especially young kids like that I went to school with. They're so quick to be like, oh man, I had like my dog died. My parents have been really like mean to me. Like all of a sudden I'm depressed. Like
I'm depressed.
Everybody's gonna be sad once in a while. Like you're gonna go through some shitty times.
That word
It's
gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah, just like everything, man.
But
I would say ADD and depression and like, there's a lot of things that that people will self-diagnose very quickly.
Yeah. But I will say that Craig, right? I mean, just by the way
he sounds like
he's doing it all, and he just still can't get this feeling out. You know, my first thing always is exercise. I'm not even kidding, dude. That is like what everyone who tells me they're depressed. I'm always like, dude, when I'm feeling like shit and I go on a run or I just go be active outside, go on a hike, I feel so good, dude. I'm on top. Like right now, Mike, you're working out like crazy. How good do you feel?
Today was the first day in like, I think I worked out 11 days in a row, and my arm hurt a little bit yesterday from doing biceps, so I took today off, and I felt like shit today. I was like, why am I not in the gym? Like, I all of a sudden you look in the mirror and you just see like a skinny little bitch, and like your mind is just taking over. But then when I go to the gym, my entire day is set. Like, I'll start my day off with the gym, and I'm like, God, I'm so sexy. I'm so fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Like, it is important, dude. Like, people think, exercise, that's so lame. No, it's not.
No.
Literally a necessity.
Yeah, I agree. And even just like the casual exercise of going for a walk, going hiking, playing a game of basketball, just that.
Well, he said he went on a 3-hour run.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This guy runs. Stuff. Okay, so let me go over what he does, because I would love to try and give some other ideas. I just want you to know, Greg. Wow, I just used his real name. I gotta exit that out.
No, that's fine. Just
Craig.
Censor it, right?
Craig, yeah. What time is this at? 11? Yeah, I'll censor that. Remind me, please, Mike, after this.
I will.
Craig, I will, I mean, he'll be fine. There's so many names like that out in the world. Let me see. So here's what he's done. Kept a journal, got a better sleep schedule, exercised, talked to anybody who would listen, saw the school counselor, even socializing. He's done all these things. So the first thing, Craig, is I want you to know, like, there are a lot of people who deal with this. 20% of the emails that I've gotten, and I hope this helps for a lot of people, have been this: getting over depression. I'm depressed. I'm really depressed. How are you always so positive? So is there anything in there, Mike, that you see that like that he could add on to? Like maybe try a couple other things that you feel?
Right, so the way that I look at it, like he's trying a lot of things, but I feel like nowadays people are so susceptible to depression because they see how other people live. So social media to me is a big thing. Like, if you feel like you're getting depressed, delete all of your social media. I'm not even kidding. You might think that's crazy. It's not. It's already been literally proven that social media causes depression. So just delete it. I deleted my Facebook and I haven't even thought about it.
Yeah.
But like, I think what he needs to do, Craig, is like you need to realize that you're doing things to try and treat depression, but maybe start looking at like why you're depressed. Why are you feeling like this? Like, are you really bored in school? Like, do you feel like you need to be training to become an astronaut right now, or do you feel like you need to go live in France? Like, figure out what you need to do, because when I'm a strong believer in this. This is just my opinion. It's obviously not psychology or anything, but
yeah, we're not professionals on this.
Yeah, like I think that when you have a purpose, when you have like goals in your life, and you keep busy to attain those goals, I feel like you don't have time to be depressed. And you look at people like that stay busy and they constantly try to achieve things, and they work their ass off every day. Like, they're not going to be talking about depression, because like literally you need a purpose in life.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you still have the cases.
Oh, yeah, there could be a chemical imbalance.
Absolutely. You still have the cases of chemical imbalances and like people who are working nonstop, and then as soon as they have that moment, or even during that work, they have these waves where they have to figure out how to deal with it. Okay, and like the first thing I would say is, anyone who's out there listening to this, not to get too serious, but like, ending your life is never the way. And this might be selfish of me to say this, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's selfish of the person who kills himself, or it's selfish of the people who are alive around them, that they wouldn't be there for them at the time. But for me, this is just John saying what John says. This is just positive John.
We
Here we go. This is just me saying, like, life is so beautiful, and like, there are moments in life that are so beautiful, and there are moments in life that are so shitty, and the good will outweigh the bad. Even if you are 16 and the last 6 years of your life have been shit and you're like, dude, it's over. Like, why do I keep going? Why do I keep pushing? Well, guess what? Because that's only 6 years of your life, only 10 years.
Yeah, that
and
is
honestly, once you're 25, 30, you land a sick job and you're making great money and you're providing and you meet a sexy girl who loves you for you and all the depression you've been through, because she's been through it too, and you meet each other and you have kids and like you're happy and everything's good, and you're looking back drinking scotch at 50 years old and thinking about how silly, not silly the depression was, but how just like small
Your
scale
outlook at the moment was
so
like,
small
narrow.
and but it felt like the world, dude. Do you remember being 16? Do you remember like
it's insane.
when that one girl didn't like you and it was like, oh my god, my life's over, I'm never gonna
I don't even remember what she looks like.
Dude, exactly. And you're doing better than her probably. Like that's what I'm saying is like, that should never.
Well, like they did a study too that proved most of the people that attempted suicide, it was like 75% of them regretted it immediately. And then out of like the thousands of people they interviewed, most of them, as in like 97%, never attempted it again.
Right.
And the people that did attempt it again, like they had severe chemical imbalances. You probably don't have that.
I don't
Like,
think so.
Statistically speaking.
You know
I
why
a
I
lot
don't
of
think he
16-year-olds,
does?
Why?
I don't think he does because he's looking through every outreach he can. And you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
Before things even got worse, I think he would break it in with his parents. Because I think that would be the next step is being like, listen, mom and dad, like, I don't know how your parents are. I know I grew up with like parents who were overwhelmingly supportive in anything I tried to do.
Yeah, same.
And so we're coming from that side, which is not a very realistic side of how a lot of people live, sadly. So like, yes, we're like the positive polys of like, oh yeah, dude, just tell your parents. But I know it's hard to talk to your parents, especially at 16. Like, I get it. But like, you were saying, I mean, exercise, scheduling. What else could he do?
I feel like
time. Fill that time, right?
Yeah, like you gotta realize, I felt like the most depressed I ever was when I was working for someone else in a relationship I didn't want to be in, under my parents' rules in their house. Like, I realized that my entire life was like catering to other people. And then when I realized, I was like, oh shit, I can quit my job and I can be a YouTuber, and then I can break up with this girl. I don't have to be with her. And then I can move out of my parents' house. Like, as soon as you realize that you can literally do anything you want in 2 years, like, your depression might go away just from the fact that you're free. Like, if you want to go move to Mexico and be a photographer, you can do that. Just remember that, like, if you're unhappy with something, I always thought that people that committed suicide, it's like, dude, if I was suicidal, I'd get a ton of cocaine, hookers, and go on the best vacation you've ever seen in your life. It's like, dude, if you're at the end of the road, like, go out with a bang, and you probably were going to change your mind after that. You know?
Yeah.
I know it's not realistic. They did have a story one time about a guy who went to Mexico to jump off of a cliff.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of cocaine, a bunch of hookers. I swear to God, this is true. And after the week, went back to America and decided he wasn't going to kill himself anymore. Apparently just had like a really lit time.
I mean,
Mexico.
I would honestly love if, you know, the people who did end up going through with something so tragic as that, if they could like be interviewed and be like,
oh, I know.
Are you
right?
glad you did this? You know, I mean, obviously.
Well, the people who
life is over
aren't.
and
so
yeah, exactly, 97% or whatever you said, or whatever fake number we're making up. No, I'm kidding.
I can find it. But,
I know.
For the sake of the video.
Yeah.
3 out of 4.
So filling your time, I think, is a great thing. Also, just to touch upon, you know, he was saying like, how am I always so positive? And honestly, I don't know. I think it's like the way I was raised and like how my mom was growing up, and like my whole family is just like this.
They only see a side of it too, though. I mean, like there's a John out there that he goes through stuff. He doesn't put it in his latest Rocket League video.
Exactly. You have to remember, when YouTube is on, I got 20 minutes, 30 minutes to just make. Honestly, like the whole purpose on YouTube is to give people a better day and to like give me that outlet of energy and like having fun and just like doing whatever creative thing I want to do, along with being positive and just having a good time and getting mad at situations that I get mad at, but like just at the end of the day having fun playing a video game or whatever I'm doing. And that's in life too. But like am I like, yo, what's up, dudes, in like real life, like when we're hanging out?
Your wife would
like my wife, yeah, my wife would hate me.
What's up, wife?
What's up, wifey? No,
Hey,
I mean,
kid.
I can be, I'm a little more humble, a little more laid back. I mean, just because that's not realistic. You got to remember, I come from theater. Like I've done theater my whole life. So like
he's
when
dramatic.
I was doing and Twitch. I mean, Twitch is like live streaming. You're on for 5 hours. So when I do a YouTube video, it's like you have 20 minutes to fill in with energy and fun and content. And I'm like, let's go! Like, boom! I explode because it's just like, this is awesome. Like, why? I don't feel like people come to my channel or want to hang out in my streams to talk shit and do trolly, like, and just be like annoying and pissed off at the world. Like, you can go to so many other outlets and sources and do that elsewhere. Like, my channel, and like I would even say Mike. I mean, Mike is like a whole different side. Mike. We'll talk about Mike in a second.
I want to make your life miserable during my videos. You know?
But you're hilarious about it. You're like, no, but I mean, like your whole thing is like, you're such.
Just don't take life too seriously. Is like my shtick.
You are, yeah, exactly. You're just like, it's so different than me. Like I'm way more Disney, I would say, but like not annoying. I don't think I'm like Jake Paul, right? Or Logan Paul.
Oh my God. Dude,
okay.
no.
Please. I just, this is high energy. No. But it's not fake. Like, this is who you can ask Mike. I've met Mike many times in real life.
You are very energetic and positive in life compared to other people.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think they see the even more exaggerated form of that from your videos.
Absolutely. And that's because I have 20 or 30 minutes to do something. So I would say, man, like, you have to remember, I am human too. I go through some negative times. I've lost a lot of people in my life. I've lost a lot of people to suicide. That's why I thought this is a really great topic. I mean, dude, my best friend in the world. I will never have, sorry, Mike. Sorry, all my friends out there. I will never have a better friend than this guy. His name was Mike. Whoa, his name was Michael.
And that's a consolation.
He accidentally committed suicide. There's something called the choking game. I don't want to go into it too much, but it's where
my God.
Yeah.
I remember
it was
that
really
in
popular. Middle school, high school. Yeah. So
dude, I remember thinking I was gonna get made fun of forever because I told a bunch of kids that they couldn't do it to me. I was like, no, like I don't want to do it, and they like actually made fun of me.
Yeah, it's honestly disgusting. Pretty much you choke yourself out, and he wanted to do it alone, so he like tied like a towel or something to like the edge of like a like his stairs or whatever, and like when he would have fallen over, he would have fallen onto this thing, but he fell off the stairs, so he pretty much hung himself.
Wow.
So horrible, and that's why it just bums me out when I hear about people being depressed, and I just want to like not shake them and be like, you're okay, dude, but like I want people to realize that this is such a small spectrum, and if you've been dealing with it for 10, 20 years, then that's the point where you're like, hey, I have to deal with this. So what are the best things I can fill my time with that keep my mind off of it and, keep me pushing on?
I think like what you're saying is kind of a lot of these people that are depressed, like they haven't experienced a lot.
Yeah.
Like go out there and experience shit. Like your life is very narrow. You probably lived in the same city your whole life, gone to the same school, known the same people. Like go do things.
Yeah.
Like change. Like, I don't know, dude. I feel like you need to realize that you can change anything at any time. Like go do it.
Yeah. Just exactly, and same for Craig, right?
Craig, my boy.
Craig, you are doing everything you need to be doing, my man. Like all these things, keep trying them until you land something. Honestly, try getting into, if you're like a little more of an outcast figure. I mean, dude, are you into like some computer stuff? Some of the most introverted, quiet people are the best YouTubers right now. I'm just saying. They're by themselves with a camera, doing like really good at a game or really weird kind of things that are very different. I mean, I don't want to say a name, but someone who, Mr. Beast, Mike?
Of course, yeah.
Look at that guy. Was that guy made to do YouTube? I don't know. No way. But he's so good at it. And
He'll
like
be the first one to say it.
Yeah, and I love him. Like I legitimately like think he is such a great, not YouTuber, but he has such great concepts. And that's someone who was never, I don't think, was like out in public, always speaking all the time and like this perfect speaker and like could like do improv on the spot and make up songs and like did theater. Like, I don't think that was that guy. I think he was a little more quiet of a guy, maybe an outcast, maybe not. I really don't know how he grew up, but like he crushes it. And you never know what your passion is, whether it's film, whether it's creating things, editing, whether it's video game designing anything. Like, if you find that passion, you might be able to sort of cut down.
You have to.
Yeah, you're
don't
right.
think of it as an optional thing. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
Until you find out what your passion is or what you want to do in life, you will have that lingering feeling like you're not doing anything important.
Yeah.
People get into their 60s with that feeling.
Still, yep.
Yeah, it's insane.
Some people,
you gotta figure it out. You have to.
You have to, but you also don't feel bad. It's just like relationships. Don't feel bad about messing up here and there and not finding what it is.
That's just a part of the process.
It's just part of the process, and it doesn't matter if you're 10 and you figure it out, you're 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Like, does not matter when it is. There's no pressure like that, but it does matter that you're always sort of searching for it in the back of your mind and like you're pushing for that, because I think that's important, dude.
Oops, my alarm's going off. I gotta bring the garbage out, dude.
Right now? If you don't, like, you're screwed.
He's coming, dude.
He's coming, run! Oh my God. Yeah, man, I wanna, like, it sounds cheesy, but I wanna give you like a high five, man, and just be like, you're good. You're gonna be good.
Yeah, he's good, man.
He's good,
He'll
dude.
know.
He's
He'll know.
good.
This will mean a lot coming from like a channel that he respects.
Yeah, and I really do hope, like, just the little things we talked about and just finding that passion and like just be safe out there, and just like, I hope this helps some of you or any of you, or at least just one of you, at least just Craig here in this situation. Is it Greg or Craig?
Whatever.
The fake names.
Barry, I hope things are going well.
Yeah, Barry. Yeah, we have a lot of good fake names, but this is honestly a little deeper than we usually have gone. Actually, this is probably the deepest episode we've had.
Oh, easily.
In a sense. I mean, it's such
If Rob was in here, this would have been like a 2.5-hour feature film. Like we would have been going back and forth about.
I wonder what
theories.
Rob's opinion, like, on depression is.
Rob probably would just. I don't know. Maybe like he just says, yeah, just whatever, dude. Just deal with it, man. It's not going away.
Just the saddest, like just,
yeah, you should probably just do it, man. Like,
just make money.
Rob.
If you make money, yeah, your depression's gone.
Yeah. Every dollar like gets you out of depression, man. Like, get a Porsche, dude.
Get a Porsche. Yeah, just get a Porsche and bang bitches and you're not depressed.
Bang bitches if they're your stepsister, still bang them.
Is it still? Yes, dude. I can't wait for an update on that one. I really want like a genuine. Remember, if I ever email you back, that means you are on here. And if you ever have anything to say back to us, please do. And please, I need more emails. I need more emails like this. This is so good. I want to do more of these. I'm sorry it's been a while, like a little over a week, but these will be popping out again. Do we want to read one more, or do we call it?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that was a lengthy one.
I mean, do you want to hit? I mean, do you want to like end it with a funnier note? Just just
yeah. We
end it positive.
A funnier note.
Because that's what John does. Remember?
Yeah, something I can summarize in like one line.
Okay.
If I have to pull out the theory books.
No.
That's when, like, I am not funny.
So this is gonna be for you guys also at home. You can comment down below and help him out. And feel free for all subjects, even with depression. I mean, you could talk about it. It's really hard to just talk over text like that, but maybe you can get your point across and help out. I know we didn't talk about so many of the things, but that would, like Mike said, it would be 2 hours long. So to end it, we have from Andre. Andre says, my dog is mentally ill. Oh, God, that sounds depressing. No, wait.
Oh, my God.
Recently, I got a new dog. He's a mutt from Mexico, and I think he's mentally ill. Whenever I go, I don't know if this is troll or not. Whenever I go out for a while, I come back and he's forgotten who I am. I don't know. Please be troll, because if I'm laughing, I don't mean to. It's just like, I need some, that's how I'm taking out this today on. If he does not get what he wants, he will just pee on the ground. If he is let outside, he just runs around and around in circles. He is easily the strangest dog I've ever owned. Recently, I planted watermelon in my yard, and he proceeded to poop on the plant. I truly do not understand my dog and his passive-aggressive behavior. I believe you're more of a cat guy. I'm not. Dogs for life. But if you were in the same situation as me, what would you do? All right, Mike. What would you do for
I'd probably just like, put him in my van, take him out into the country,
Don't
just kind of let him go, let him be free. Just be like, you're free now. Go.
God, you're such like a you're lying. You would really just take him out to the country.
Be like, you're a free dog now, boy.
He wouldn't even make it through the night.
Sure he would. I'd give him a couple, I'd give him like a little bit to get him by.
The coyotes would get him, dude. Do you have coyotes out there?
Well, that's just natural selection, dude.
Oh my God.
You can't control nature, John.
Oh man, I would just say, Andre, just like love that dog. Just honestly accept him for what he is. Just like us, just like humans, man. I'm a weird guy. Mike's weird in his own way. We're all weird. We're all different. We don't run around and poop on stuff, but some of us do. And it's just, you gotta accept him for what he is and just love him and pet him and accept it. And as soon as you accept for how weird he is, and if you're really worried about it, obviously you can get him trained or but I just think he's just a funny dog. Just does funny things. You can show your friends.
Maybe he just doesn't like you, Maybe he just thinks you're kind of annoying.
You keep calling him mentally ill. I mean, he's probably offended, dude. And he's probably just fine. You want me to be mental? Let's go. He's just a method actor. He's just getting into it. He's just, dude, I love the idea. I want to meet this dog. Hey, if you don't mind, send me a picture. Send me a picture or a video of this dog and we'll play it on the next episode. Andre.
For real.
God damn, dude. All right, help Andre out. We love you guys. Over 30 minutes today, which is honestly the perfect length of you watching me play horrible Rocket League or whatever games in the background and our voices talking. So.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff, Mike. I love you, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Dude, it's always good to be here. It's always good to give advice to people that I'm probably not, certified to give, but I love it.
That's honestly, I'm waiting for the comments that are you should not be saying what you're saying. Gotta remember,
buddy, it's our YouTube.
Yeah, get them. All right, peace out, everyone. Much love. Have a great day, and hopefully this helped. We'll see you soon. Later.